we have another Speed Puzzle National Champion for the year. Let's chat with the winner of the 2026 UK Nationals. Welcome, Rachel, and congratulations on winning the UK Nationals.
Thank you. And thank you for having me back.
Yeah, you were just here just a couple of weeks ago, so this is a unique situation. I am very glad we recorded the first episode in here. This is a good bookend, I think, to
Yes.
your year of speed puzzling as we head into your second year now. You are
Yeah.
going in as a national champion. How does it just kind of overall, how are you feeling right in this moment?
I guess, I mean, amazing, but I still don't know if it's even sunk in. Like the whole weekend was so hectic, and fun. But I just don't know if I've actually like really taken it in that I'm the national champion yet.
Yeah, well, obviously I don't know what it would feel like, but it's there's similar reactions, I think, when I've been watching all the live streams to whoever wins just kind of has that shocked look. No matter how good the individual might be, like yourself, there's still the wow. Is that
Yeah.
and what were you kind of hoping for going into nationals? I know we've just spoken and you've kind of already talked about it in the Puzzled and Chatty episode, which people should definitely go and watch. It's a good
Mm.
prequel to this, but yeah, kind of what were you hoping for going into that weekend?
I guess hoping for the win for the national championship, but not expecting it necessarily. I knew there were some fast people coming in from the UK, and I was very prepared for some fast people to turn up kind of unexpectedly. So I was hoping for the win, but not sort of counting on it, if that makes sense.
No, it definitely does because you want that level of confidence, but not overconfidence. But I do like hearing when some of the top competitors go into these competitions saying they are hoping to win. There are quite a few, and it's fair enough for this. I just want to have fun. Yeah, that's part of it, but it's more fun to be winning. So,
Yeah. And I mean, compared last year, I was going in just to have fun. I had no expectations and I came second. And since then, I've been training, I've been practicing, and it's like, well, I'd hope that all that training means I at least do as well as last year. So, yeah, I guess I was, yeah, I was just hoping that I could do it.
describe the atmosphere of the event when you kind of walked in for the second year.
Yeah, so like this was completely different to last year because last year I walked in, I didn't know a single person. I just sat there quietly and got on with it. And that was nice. Going in as the underdog definitely has its like perks, because there's no pressure or expectations that comes with that. This year, like going in, it was great. I knew loads of people, I could say hi to friends, but I also had sort of the sort of buzz around me where random people were coming up and asking to have a photo or for like to talk to me. And a lot of them were saying like, "You're gonna win this weekend then," and like again, like people saying, "Can you speak to this reporter or can you do this?" And like immediately it was just like a very different like vibe, a very different experience. And I could immediately feel the like sort of expectation on me. So like that was quite a lot to like get my head around in the competition. And I don't know if I enjoyed it, but I think it's a good experience to have this now, before I go to any of like the sort of bigger international competitions.
Yeah, I again, I can only imagine what it is like because I have this channel and stuff. People do come up
Mm.
and speak with me at various competitions, but nowhere near with the expectations I'm going to win. It's just kind of like, oh, hello, how's it going? And I expect the
Mm.
same thing in in Germany next weekend. But you're going in there as one of the two most recent national champions. I don't think there's one this weekend. But you're going, and I think you're the only national champion that's attending from last weekend. I don't know if the Finnish champion is or the Thai champion, but you are, and you're going to have an extra level of. There she is. Um, we'll just go straight into the qualifiers then. They're both all the puzzles for this weekend were unreleased, which I love to see at these types of competitions.
Mm.
Um, you finished second place in your
Mm.
first qualifier, which Actually, behind Sarah Mills, and you did say that
Mm,
in our previous chat that that was someone that
yeah.
could win the whole thing. Were you feeling any concerns going into the finals then, knowing that Sarah's beaten you once already, and you have the whole group coming from the other qualifier? What were what were you kind of feeling?
I think my concern was less for sort of the placement because I knew that me and Sarah were both good puzzlers and on any given day one of us could beat each other. But I'd really been through like a bit of a mental battle on that first qualifier round. I'd got to the competition venue, I'd only had like, I don't know, 45 minutes before the round starts. And that 45 minutes had been a whirlwind of so many people wanting to talk to me. And I hadn't really had chance to sort of decompress and actually settle myself in. So sitting down for that puzzle, I was so like jittery and on edge. And then I don't listen to music, and I was sat right at the front row, which is another experience that is kind of new, and right by Jim's commentary desk. So I could hear the whole way through Jim talking about Sarah Mills doing great progress, and I had all this like conversations that morning of people who were expecting me to win, and I was all jittery anyway. So all of those things kind of just fogged my mind. I am normally so in the zone when I puzzle, and I was just all over the place. So I just knew coming out that I was happy with my time and the placement, but it wasn't my best puzzling. It couldn't have been because I mentally I was all over the place. And so I think going into the final, I was more worried about just being able to re-find that focus and that zone again. And if I did that and I felt like I'd done my best, then the placement was kind of a nice bonus.
Yeah, and there's before we talk about the finals, just really quickly at we spoke in our last chat about you and Emma kind of have a bit of a little rivalry, friendly rivalry
Mm,
going on,
mm,
and at Worlds last year, you
mm.
were seconds behind
Yes.
her, and then in the quarter in the qualifiers here, you're 9 seconds behind Sarah for that
Yeah.
first spot. Were you thinking it's happening again type of thing?
Um, I wouldn't say so because like I was so happy to come 10th at Worlds and being a few seconds behind Emma wasn't like a disappointment in any
Yeah.
way. So I guess I didn't have that like, oh, it's happening again because Worlds was just an amazing thing. I think it was just more the mental side of it was completely different to what I'd ever experienced puzzling before.
Now you obviously make it to the finals. You're back at the front
Mhm.
again. You're beside Kiara at
Mhm.
the table. All the top people in that front row,
Mhm.
really. When they announced the artist,
Mhm.
Kevin Walsh for it, and he was there on the stage. He did some
Mhm.
commentary during the finals as well. A very very good artist, excellent artist. Does a lot of puzzles. There was a big cheer in the room. Kind of what were your feelings before maybe before you saw the puzzle, even when you did see the puzzle, kind of what were you thinking when that was revealed?
I'm in trouble. Um, it's just not my preferred style of image at all. I knew it's probably going to be trickier. I knew it wouldn't play to my strengths and it might play to strengths of people like Sarah. So yeah, I was I was sort of approaching the start of the round thinking, okay, well, I guess maybe next year. Yeah.
Which is fair, and like I said, Kevin is a very very good artist. It's not my style either. It must have been nice to get a bit of extra Gibson's practice in because that's essentially what the art style is. So that's nice for next week. But the round starts, you're into it, you don't have a choice, you have to do the puzzle now, and your box top holder falls off immediately at the start.
I pushed it off by accident.
Yeah.
Clumsy.
What
That's the adrenaline for you, though.
and you don't stop to pick it up because you're just
No.
going straight through it. But what are you kind of thinking at that point when immediately you've lost kind of a key aspect?
Just kind of funny, honestly. I was just like, yeah, this just like this sums up. This round's not going to be the one for me. Like, oh well. Like, and I just knew that it would waste too much time to go and pick it up. I knew that the way I have my piece is on the right hand side. I don't have anything above the puzzle, so I was just like, you know what, just put the box there, make the best of it, and just carry on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, carry on the British slogan.
Yeah.
It just, and yeah, because I was going to ask about, I was watching and the space management seemed to be fine. You fit all the
Yeah.
pieces to that side, which is obviously that worked out well for you. But even when either it was a judge or a timekeeper stopped and picked it up for you, um, you still didn't stop. Like you just kept going
I honestly
straight
didn't
through.
really even notice it get put back on my table.
Yeah, well, the focus was there.
Mm,
This is a situation, just like we saw in the Danish
mhm.
nationals, where there's international people, but they aren't eligible to win
Yeah,
the official title at this. They can win the round, but not the
but
title.
they can't win the championship. Yeah,
Yes. Um, and there was quite a few international people
yeah,
at this one. There's lots of
and
Canadians.
fast people,
Yes, and it's yeah. So we have Mari, like we said, you're beside Kiara, and
Emma
there's
Quirk.
more. Emma, yeah, Emma, of course, in there. Um, when the first cheer happened, so Mari Black is was the winner. So
Yeah,
congratulations to Mari, and to Jim as well, because we've we've seen the video of him cheering, which I think is hilarious.
it's really
Uh,
cute.
it's um when the first cheer happened, did you know it wasn't someone from the UK?
Well, Sarah Mills was on my left side, and the cheer was from that way. And I think I knew that if it was going to be someone from the UK, it would be Sarah. Um, so the fact that it was from that side, I kind of I didn't look and see who it was, but I assumed it was Mari because I knew she was over that way. Um, so it didn't throw me because I was thinking, okay, the championship is still on.
And
And I was
yeah,
so
so
near the end at that point. Like I think I had maybe 10 pieces left. So I knew that I was really close.
it was very close, and watching the live stream was quite intense. Maybe
Mhm.
more so for someone like me who one knew that Emma couldn't win, but also knew that you were kind of mentally going up against Emma as well as you did mention with it. Yes, you want to win the championship, but there's also the side quest that you're on against Emma. And yeah, as it was going down, you were maybe five pieces ahead each time and just matching it. And it came down to a lot of
So evenly matched, honestly. It was just that bottom section.
it was. And if Emma gets a few more proper pickups or you get a few less, it changes everything because it was still close. How, as you're going into these final 15 pieces, 10 pieces, and you know that this could be it, what are the last few moments like that you're thinking about?
Well, I guess it still wasn't like a given. And I knew obviously that me and Sarah had been so close in the qualifiers, and the judges had been walking, like standing by my table, then going and standing over there, which was Emma and Sarah's table. So I had this sense of we're all very close here. So it was really just, I've got to get these pieces in as quickly as I can. And I'd really tried to like improve mentally how I went into the round. So I'd got like I don't like listening to music, but I'd got like noise cancelling earbuds so I couldn't hear the commentary. I'd taken myself and I sat with Emma actually for like 20 minutes before, just in the quiet outside, away from people. And so I felt in a much better headspace. So when that happened, it didn't throw me. And I think in the first round, like it would have thrown me. Um, so I could just keep my focus and just get those last pieces in.
And you get those last few pieces in. Um, you are the new UK national champion. Again, congratulations to that. What's what's the once you were told you have won, then what's the first reaction that you kind of have mentally?
Just all my hard work's paid off. Like I can't believe it. Like I've done it. And just like shock because I think I'd written it off in my head after the first day, and to then go and still do it was such like an amazing surprise. And immediately looked over to see how Emma Quirk has done because we're just such good friends. And she literally finished like within seconds of me. So like immediately just speaking to her, giving her a hug, and Mari as well. So like that was such a nice moment.
Yeah, the hug was caught on the
Yeah.
live stream, which was nice to see, and we're seeing that more and more at these
Yeah.
big competitions where
And
there is that competitive aspect, but as soon as it's done, it's back to yeah, we're you're friends with these people, and you're just happy that everyone's doing well. So yeah, Emma coming in third place overall, and then Sarah Mills coming in soon after that too. It's kind of the top four that we were expecting, I
yeah.
guess.
And
We just didn't know the order.
yeah, and I honestly just think like on any given day that order could be any way round. Like I'd beaten Mari in the qualifiers. She beat me in the finals. Sarah had beaten me in the qualifiers, but then I beat her in the finals. But like every time by seconds each way. So like, and same with Emma. Like obviously she was in a different qualifier, but then she was right in the mix with all of us as well. So I don't think any one of us is better than any of the others. I just think it was my day that day.
Yeah, and I think it's a good kind of segue into the next big competition, which is going to be Germany, where overall time is going to matter as it adds up. And these,
Mm.
it might come down to seconds.
Mm.
Your placement overall doesn't matter, but the right puzzle, the right day at the right time, and the right
Mm.
atmosphere, all these factors that you don't really control are do
Mm.
do play a little bit. I don't know if you did see it, and just very quickly, did you? Someone has posted that at the UK Nationals that some of the puzzles were printed differently.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just curious as to do you think that that can play a factor when it comes to speed puzzling? It's the same cut; it was just flipped
Yeah.
around, and we all know there's one corner on a Ravensburger puzzle that's a
Mm.
bit more identifiable. And yeah, do you think that could make a difference?
Yeah, so the person who posted that, we'd been talking about it on the Discord, and I think I might be the top speed puzzler that was like mentioned in her post. Because I'd said that, yeah, I completely think that makes a difference because you either have the real, like, unique pieces in the sky corner where it's easy to solve with the image anyway, which is what this person had. Or you have them in that really dark, busy corner where almost everyone finished. And that makes such a difference in getting those pieces in if you've got the unique piece shapes. So when it comes down to seconds as the margin between people, I mean, I think me, Emma, Mari, and Sarah all had it the same way round. But if one of us had had it the opposite way and had the like more standard piece cut in that left-hand corner, like that could have been the difference between one of us beating the other one. So I don't know. It just didn't sit right with me that like there was that variable in a competition setting.
Yeah, I've just never seen it before, and it just came up just before we're
Mm.
recording this, and it's yeah, just an interesting thought to see because you don't know. Like I've always thought they were printed the same. If it was the
Yeah,
same puzzle, I
me
didn't know they
too.
flipped it during their production lines.
Especially when it's like a limited run like this with the UK
Yeah.
national sticker on the back. I would never have expected it to be the other way around.
Yeah, but it is what it is. There's always these little oddities that come up in competitions, and
Mm.
I'm sure we will see it next week as well. There'll be something that comes up. There has to be. Very quickly, you also finished first in pairs and teams over the weekend. Congratulations to all your teammates and such as well. Just very quickly, who was your partner?
Emma Quirk.
Yeah, I was the least surprised person, I think, when that result came through. I thought it would be by more, actually. That might have been the surprising bit, but it was expected. And then your
Yeah,
team, sorry, yeah, you and Emma.
it, yeah, it was such a tricky puzzle, but we just worked our way through it. And it just felt so slow. Like it just felt like we've been doing that puzzle for about 100 years. So to us, when we looked up and finished and it was 38 minutes, that was surprising because it honestly felt like 2 hours.
Yeah, and yeah, that was the circle one, correct?
Yeah, with all the birds.
Which has a few Canadians concerned because we just saw a circle at the US Nationals. We've now seen a circle at the UK Nationals, and we also get unreleased puzzles. So now it's, oh no, are we going to be getting a circle as well? And I really hope not. And yeah, and you finished first with your team as well. Who were the members of your team?
So it was Chris Hawkins, Katie Copeland, and then Mari Black as a last minute substitution.
That's a good substitution to have
It was
at
quite a
the
good
end.
one.
So yeah, you're a the UK national champion in all three categories. Before we kind of wrap this up, can we just see the trophy that you have that will be on your shelf?
So we got
One,
these ones.
two, and three trophies, all puzzle pieces, which is great. That's yeah, again, a huge congratulations.
Yes.
Excellent. Just the very last question, does this change your mindset at all heading into the World Series?
Um, I think it's been a good lesson of how to deal with the pressure ahead of World Series, which I'd never experienced in a competition before. I also think I am going into World Series with a different mindset because I was going into UK Nationals hoping to win, and I'm coming into World Series not expecting to win in any way or shape or form. So I think that is going to help. But yeah, I think learning how to sort of throw off like a bad round and like move on. If I do have a bad round at World Series, that's going to become really important.
Yeah, well, all the best to you at the World Series, which is just over a week away when we're recording this. And again, a final congratulations to your outstanding results at the UK Nationals. You are the 2026 UK National Champion.
Thank you.
Great. Enjoy these few moments before we do this all over again in a week.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Thank you, Adam. Bye.